I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Wow. Is this just like crazy fucking loud? It might be. No, that's all right, I think. Okay, so shall we get started here in a bit? I am still jumping through all the hoops, so, you know, if you're expecting the stream to just, like, begin, no. Bless me. Jesus, why you gotta sneeze so loud? Sick. I will say that this particular sample sounds like trash. Don't know why. Just does. But, you know, I'm also too lazy to really fix it. So, you know, I guess that's on me. What if anybody knows I'm actually live? You know? Those things happen sometimes. That's so loud. I actually, like, kind of pogged when I heard how loud that was because that's how jarring it was to my ears. I was like, oh! Panicked. Even. Hello, Joanna. How are you doing today? This game has a motif to it, by the way, that the song is from, and it plays every once in a while. So that's kind of like your best guess, probably. Should probably accept all these friend requests. Been busy, about to go to a birthday party. Oh, that sounds like fun. Should be fun. I would hope so. I feel like an unfun birthday party is a crime. But how have you been, Joanna? I hope you're having a wonderful day, as it were. I'll say what I said before. This is a terrible sample of this song. It's so crunchy for some reason. And maybe I'm just getting pickier because I'm like really been listening to things in a way that's different. Been really stressed with life stuff the past few weeks, but it will pass. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm finally like cooling down from life being stressful, kind of. I'm stepping into a new kind of stress, as it were. But if there's any way that, you know, I can support you, please reach out, let me know. You have friends. Kind of a lot all at once. That's fair. Well, if you ever need a night to just like chill out and you want to watch a movie or something, I would be down for that. This stream is already support. I'm glad to hear it. Hello, Lane. We still gotta watch, what was it? I would like to watch Asteroid City with you sometime. Oh, I guess we're going live. I hit the button. Thank you, Wario World, for the introduction. It was convenient. Things were ending already. Now we can open up this. I don't know why. Everything sounds so loud today. I'm gonna turn you down to 0.5. Fuck it, we'll do it live, pretty much. I didn't even like have time to put on my hat. I'm gonna do that as soon as I'm done getting this code in here. Yeah, just, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it, right? Just fuck it. Dysregulated Babotosh, always. Also, depending on how things go tonight, I might do a second stream later on today where I'll play some more Lethal Company with some friends. If my brothers are available, we'll probably play with them. It'll be a good time. A grand old time, as it were. Right. Good old dog hug. Big squeeze. Psyche has joined us. Very cool. I will shoot out that request. There we go. Okay. Done. Awesome. Okay. And that fixes my lighting situation. I forgot that I had that hung up for some reason. I think I was practicing. I always put that up when I need to practice. 4,000 years I have slumbered. Oh my god, it's Zephyr. Haven't seen Zephyr in, I don't know, somewhere close to 1,000 years or so. And he rose again. Indeed. The unstoppable Zephyr Godwin. Shoutouts to Zephyr Godwin. The real Monster Hunter player who should be streaming. I know, we've got Loof. I cannot believe it. Are we gonna just lose a letter every once in a while, Loof? Buy me some whetstones. Fog. We got a bunch of randos here today. I would stream if my internet wasn't doo-doo. You'd be shocked at what you can get away with. My internet is garbaggio. And every once in a while, I still manage to have just good enough reception to stream of high quality. Or we could do some really low-quality streams and play Monster Hunter Wilds. That was an experience and a half. We spent, like, the first, like, while just doing nonsense stuff. Could use more loof in places than floof. Touche. Touche. Oh, all right. What are we doing? Devil Joe. Sick. We lost Red Hawk. I wonder if they were doing stuff together. The game was killing you. That was so funny. It is such a good game. In, like, such a ridiculous way. All right, I'm back. The asynchronous nature of streaming means that even if you have trouble with online games, streaming might be fine. Yeah. I tried to stream Enter the Gungeon for a friend, and you can use OBS Twitch or streaming stuff. It was either a 12-point PowerPoint slide presentation or a 1-slide PowerPoint presentation. Oh, yeah, that's rough. we just got Zephyr. I'm going to abandon quest and let them repost. Okay. Zephyr, we're coming back for you. Yeah, that is rough. Hope it was a good PowerPoint. Fine, another dog hug. Dog hug. All right, we got Zephyr. Oh. Waiting for Psyche. Give it a second. If you love the start screen event of the Gungeon, it was a godlike PowerPoint presentation. Damn. Bubba always says Zephyr when their name is actually Zephyr. I'm doing my best. Sick. Wait, have I been mispronouncing your name this whole time, Zephyr, or have I been getting it right? No one's corrected me on this, or maybe if they have, it's been so long since I was corrected that I just, like, literally my brain, like, needs to do a hard reset. Ah, I see. Okay. So there's no way I'm going to pronounce it correctly by Joanna's definition of Zephyr. Lifer? Like Zypher? Like to de-Zypher? I feel like we have. All good. Chet has brought this up once, but honestly, it's been so endearing. You know what? Babo has earned this privilege. Well, I appreciate that. But still, I do want to get it right every once in a while. Oh. Sick. Okay. We got a group. All right, I'm going to try and get this right. Zypher, right? Is that it? Okay. It is now Zypher's turn to post. At the very least, I can type it correctly. See, this is like, you'll learn very quickly that when it comes to Monster Hunter names, any kind of name that you just throw out in front of me, there's like a 30% chance I'm just going to get it wrong right off the bat. Unfortunately. Finally got Pretendo set up on your DS. Sick. Honestly, it's like, okay. It's crazy to me that, like, I was so against, I wouldn't say, like, pirating software, but pirating software, when I was, like, a kid. And part of the reason for that was, like, a lack of desire to, like, spend 3 hours putting something like Pretendo on my DS. And now I'm, like, rethinking about that. I'm like, yo, I actually, if you can get an emulator running on a system reasonably quickly, right? You now have access to, like, near infinite games. Why wouldn't you do that? Why would you not take the 3 hours? I work for 3 hours, and I can't even afford a single game. Zephyr. No, wait. Oh, God. Crap. The IE throws me off so hard because of German. Zephyr. I'm going to say, I'm assuming Zephyr, not, it's not German. The name did come from me swapping around the Y and the E from Zephyr because I thought it looked wrong. Gotcha. See, now I'm kind of curious. Was at one point your name actually Zephyr, and then I just kind of held on to it? Because I've known you for like almost 4 years. In like in the context of like, you know, being a streamer. Someone was selling magnetic children blocks and they spent $1,000 on. Stuff like video games brings out the huge gulf in how much money people make. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to see. Oh, I don't have the stamina to block something. Okay, cool. Now I do. $1,000 on children magnetic toy blocks is insane. Well, what else is interesting is that they are like when they spent $1,000 on these toy blocks, right? Did they really think that the child is gonna find more enjoyment in the $1,000 blocks than like a set of 10 blocks? Are they even aware that there are $10 blocks that serve the same function to a child as the $1,000 blocks? Like, there are just so many questions I have when people have that kind of money and spend it on it. Ooh, man, I got absolutely yeeted. We'll pop a heal here for the people. I think that people just piss out money and it has no meaning to them because they have yuppie jobs and or generational wealth. Right, like $1,000 has a different meaning for me than it does for somebody with the ability to just throw away $1,000 on children's blocks. Oh, that's not good. I am waking this monster up. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Damn, we know what's up. Anyone else bring bombs? No, just a greatsword. A sick greatsword at that. I legitimately thought that was a longsword. I spent so many hours of my life on a $30 set of dominoes. Had so much fun. I mean, you know, that's fair. You can absolutely love your $30 set of dominoes, but like I could literally make my own out of two 2x4s by sharpening them in the correct angle. But I got a slight dent in the back. No way dominoes cost $30. I don't know. It depends on the dominoes. I don't know about my 2x4s. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I don't know, if you take something like, I don't know, it's nice to have nice things. Don't get me wrong. I have a $120 yo-yo because it plays well, you know. And I could definitely make do with a $40 yo-yo and do the same tricks. For the most part. There would be some variance. I'd be limited a little bit, but not by much. I would just have to get good, honestly. I'm kind of carried by the quality of my yo-yo. But still, you know, that doesn't mean that there aren't alternative solutions that are much cheaper and far more reasonable. I don't know. I think it's okay to have nice things, you know? And you can get different amounts of enjoyment out of having a nice thing. Oh, there we go. Like, just as an example, like I would get my grandmother a nice $30 set of dominoes. And the reason for it is because, like, she plays dominoes, like, quite literally once a week with her friends. You know, she would get a lot of use out of them, and having something pretty to, like, you know, pull out and enjoy with people, I think is something that she would really love. Buying my Bosnian Poffycot and wanted to get some fancy copper thing, but then I remembered that my Bosnian friends just had the cheap sentimental one, and they used it all the time. And you personally really resonate with the mindset, like, you can make something special? Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. But also, like, I think a part of that is, like, what it's made of isn't what makes it special. I mean, that's very, very true as well. But, you know, buying something like, you know, getting something nice for yourself because you like it, you know, is also part of it. There's this official chess store where you can buy these official professional chess sets for like $200 to $400. But they look like crappy plastic $20 sets. And I mean, you know, I actually, speaking of chess, like, in an entirely different, like, setup, I have a chess set. It's basically like the equivalent of a Yu-Gi-Oh mat texture, and then all of the chess sets are made out of a hard plastic. And it's, like, incredibly, like, I love it. But, you know. But it's a cheap thing that I love. But at the same time, it's like, it's a cheap thing that I love because of my relationship to it. That changes things for me because I thought you were, like, playing dominoes the game. And they didn't chip. Use them for your grand designs. Amazing. G1 capture. Sick. Do I run this set? Well, I think, like, how do I put this? I think that it's okay to have an expensive domino set to play the game. But I would do that after you've already played the game with a cheap set and, like, figured out that, hey, I love this game and I would like to play the game with something that's, like, kind of neat. But, you know, at the same time, if you're learning the game for the first time and you just decide to, like, but why? I don't know. Why do we bother plating food in, like, specific patterns that, you know, appeal to the eye? Why is the plating of food so important when it doesn't change the texture or the taste of it? Why do we customize our game controllers? I think that playing a set of playing with a set of dominoes that look nice can change the experience of the game in some sort of way. I think people spending $500 on a colorful controller is also offensive, for the record. I mean, offensive in what way? Like, when you say offensive, are you talking like a waste of money? Are you talking like... I think that people think it's the only way to show that they are invested in their hobbies is by spending money on dumb things. I think it can be more than that, personally. I'm talking like anything to, like, use that money for anything else. I mean, again, I think that it's okay. I do think that, like, at a certain point, throwing X amount of money into something for aesthetic purposes, like, you do start to reach a line. But it's also just, if it brings you joy, right? Like, obviously, don't spend $500 on a sporty controller that has all these mods on it that don't actually do anything to enhance the gameplay. But, like, also, if owning said $500 controller and it brings me happiness, like, I don't know. I'm a little bit of the mindset where it's like, if it brings you happiness and it's not causing harm to you or the people around you, you know, why should I care? $500 for a controller is a bit, unless it's made of titanium. The buttons are gonna break for after like 7. These dominoes do not spark joy. I'm not talking about the actual spending of the money. I'm talking about, like, the desire of having, like, the thing that brings you the happiness, right? It's not a matter of how much money you spend on it. It's a matter of whether or not having said thing brings you happiness. Does that make sense? If a $5 thing makes you just as happy as a $50 thing, go for it. But if, like, you would really prefer to have the $50 thing over the $5 thing for some purpose, like aesthetic reasons or anything of that nature, then that also says something about the thing that you want, you know? Right, it says something. You have a different opinion about what it says. Oh, I forgot this was a cap quest. We'll run it back. What do we do? I mean, again, like, I think that if you're just spending the money because you have the money to spend, that is one thing. Like, you know, if it's like, well, I'm just gonna have, like, I think I should have a couple $1,000 teapots, for example, because it's a sign of my wealth, or because, you know, like, that's one thing. Or if you're like, you know, I'm just going to choose to do this. But on the other hand, right, if you have the money to spend on it, and it's you look at it and you find, like, this thing that you actually really like, it is silly. And yes, it can get quite gross. But I don't think it always is, like, an obscene thing. Or it has to be, like, I don't know. But I digress. A pro-consumer mindset? I don't know if that, I don't buy anything for myself, for the record. Except, like, pants, when I've ripped, like, when I'm down to 2 pants. Is buying several copies of Mario Maker 2 a sign of wealth? Maybe. I need some context. I wouldn't buy 2 copies of Mario Maker 2. Hell, I bought Mario Maker 1 and I barely play it. I think people should have the option to buy whatever they want. I don't think it's I do think it is a problematic that our current last stage capitalism solution enables to do as much damage because it has enabled that option as an extreme. Yes, I do agree with that. I am by no means saying that we should buy more things and or spend as much money as possible buying said things. That is not what I'm saying. Jesus, I spent like 10 years rolling to get this water off of me. And you know, okay, that's valid. I do feel like we have lost something as a people because if we have the money to spend, it loses meaning and artistic value. I bought Mario Maker 2 because I was legitimately interested in Mario Maker 2, and at the time, it came with the Nintendo Online stuff, so that was a benefit. That's the context of that story. I'm throwing down a shock trap. But what I didn't do was buy 2 copies of Mario Maker 2. Surely it's got to be close now, right? No? Damn. Hey, there we go. Okay. Sick. Sorry. Yeah, that one. Okay, I mean, that's true. Yes. No, okay, so I am not pleased with the concept of buying things. I don't know. I don't know where I stand anymore. Chat has made me question my initial thoughts. Because the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm reaching the same conclusion chat is. Chat overall. Which today is a small group of Lane, Floof, Zypher, and Zephyr? Zypher. There we go. And Joanna. Sorry, it took me a while to get there. I have a system for memorizing things, and it's the worst. Can't wait for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Ultimate and Knuckles featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. It will be ridiculous. What is in my system? What do you mean? my system of getting to the correct solutions for just things in life. If you want to know exactly what my brain did there in order to get back down to Zypher, I had to do it again. Here's what happened. I went, okay, I mispronounced Zypher's name. Zypher corrected me. And the way that they used to correct me was the Z-I-E. Is that German or English? And then I had to say both out loud. So I said die. It's English. Die. Zypher. And that's how I reached the conclusion of how to pronounce Zypher's name in that one moment. That was the whole system. Congratulations. Welcome to my head constantly. His mind palace, if you will. Kind of. Yeah, pretty much actually. That's a pretty accurate description of it. I've been trying to use the Mind Palace and it has not been working for me. Mine's not so much of a Mind Palace as it is a Mind Maze. Open turn lobby? Oh, open learns lobby? Oh, whoops. That is my bad. No, wait, no, that is what it says. Okay. You made me look at my stream info. Hey, Playhead, how's it going? Slugger, why not? Open turns, wait, open Tums? No, it does not. Doing good, how about me? I'm doing well. I'm finally back in my own house. Yay. We are, that's an M, fine. You know what? I will look one more time, but I don't believe it. I didn't believe it. I'm going to copy and paste this in chat, and then I will let Joanna pin this for all eternity, so I never have to look again. Control V. Pin a message. Sick. I have no idea where this monster spawns off the top of my head right now. Okay, now I do. I know where I'm going now. See, that was another one of those Mind Palace things where I had to go through each individual area and go, have I seen this monster here before? And then eventually I reached the conclusion of, no, I haven't, until I got to this area, and now I know where the monster's at. It's a miserable system, for the record. But I do get answers. Eventually. Horribly inefficient. Ow. I see that you are Sherlock Holmes with that Mind Palace thing. I am not. All I'm doing is like... there's nothing interesting about it. It just takes me forever to do anything. That's all it boils down to. Okay, the ice is off. One day I'm going to hit this monster with this sword, and it's going to be great. Damn it. Okay, yep, sure. There was a hitbox there. I believe it. I have to believe it. I got hit by it. You still bring psycho thingies to every single hunt? I mean, you know, as you should. Hey, I hit the monster. I hit him twice. Walking. Backswing? No. Wait for it. What's it going to do? It's going to do something. It's going to do this. And he's going to turn around and come straight at me. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Wait for it. Big ol' scream. And then he's going to throw some shit. No, okay. Stagger. Okay, here comes the charge. No, okay. Snowball. One day I'll hit this monster more than once. Damn it. Believers win. I'm pretty sure I'm still losing. And I still believe. Another dash. No. Oh, I thought that was a drop kick. Okay, get in here. 1, a 2, a 3. Big damage. 1, a 2, a 3. Alright. I have now done about as much damage as I would have with a weapon I don't know how to use. With that one little interaction. Ow. I love me some Monster Hunter. I gotta turn this game down. Is it crazy loud for everyone else? I feel like that is a little bit better. Now I can think. It's not crazy loud. It's fine. All right. Then we'll meet in the middle. I feel like I played this game and I can't. Okay, my ear's only slightly bleeding. Good to know. I shall at least allow you time to pack your ears with gauze before cranking it back up to 100. You do play this game with the music turned off? That's fair. See, I actually use the music for gameplay reasons, so it actually is quite helpful for me in terms of me just autopiloting. Oh, interesting. What do you mean gameplay reasons? Like, the music stops playing for certain reasons in the game. So, like, if a monster's falling asleep or anything like that, I can use an audio cue rather than a visual cue, which is a lot easier for me. Or if a new monster's in the area, that helps out too. Build meter. Only build 1 meter. Oh, wait. Hey, and more meter. Ears. What are ears? You know, great question. I'm not too sure myself. I kind of wish that every mechanic had an accompanying visual cue. See, I'm kind of the opposite. I wish everything had an audio cue. Are you down to kill a Nightcloak EX? I want to get the Greatsword for funny sleep wake up strats. Yeah, I mean, if you want to post it. Although, I think Yami is under-leveled for it. So, I don't think Yami's going to be able to do it. If I could just give you the parts, though, I totally would. Otherwise, I'm like always down to do an EX. Spin out. Wait for it. Wait for it. What level are they? I think they're HR 10. And you need to be HR 100 to do EX level quests, if I remember correctly. Oh. slightly under 100. Well, here's the thing, right? They just posted like G2, like what's it called, Stonefist, or the other one. So it's not like they're not like doing quests or they're brand new to the game ish. I think they're like working on armor sets right now, which I would like to. If I would like it if they were posting key quests so we could get their HR up a little bit higher. But you know, it is what it is. Everyone has their own way of playing this game. I missed. That is so disappointing. Trade. Lion's Maw. Sick. Alright. I'm going to land this Brimstone Slash. Wait for it. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Come here, Mr. Monster. Come here. Yes. Give me that butt. Hope I stream long enough for that. I mean, I just started. I should be streaming for at least 2 more hours. I might actually, so later on tonight, we might do a, what's it called? I might do some Lethal Company this evening, if I've got some friends who are down for it tonight after stream. But we'll see if I stream it or not, even if it even happens. If it doesn't, I'll probably just boot up some Rivals and play quietly in the, you know, in the background today. I got that game when it came out, never played it. It's fun. I mean, if you like Smash Brothers, it's basically just Smash Ultimate, but with wave dashing and a few different mechanics and, I don't know, better netcode. Oh, you're talking... Oh, yes. Lethal Company is. Lethal Company is a horror game. I was talking about Rivals, too. That's my bad. Although I do get jump scared every once in a while playing Rivals. I mean, I could do a rundown of the comparisons if you want me to. Do I have dementia of sorts? Well, no, I was talking about Lethal Company and then also talking about how if Lethal Company doesn't happen tonight, I might just play some Rivals too. And then you said, I got that game when it came out but never played it. I'm like, oh, well, if you haven't played Rivals 2, it's great. I thought you were talking about Rivals. That's all. I promise I'm not losing my mind quite that soon. I've got at least 40 more years before the dementia really sets in. Maybe you're the one with dementia. I don't know. I am, what's the term? Alzheimer's runs in my family, so there's a very good chance I might be the one. Oh, that's sad. Oh, that's doubly sad. I'm pretty sure the only one with confirmed dementia is Ruby. But she is not here right now. Probably forgot I was streaming. Dementia is a pretty generic word. It is. A massive bone. I think they've left out an R at the end of that. GG's. Not bad. Not bad indeed. Like, it doesn't only describe age-related memory loss. Oh my goodness, I thought Baba just said Alzheimer's runs in my family. Or run in my family. Alzheimer's run in my family. I mean, my grandmother does run quite a bit, but anyway, I digress. Unless we're referring to timers themselves. In which case, no. Alzheimer's sounds like a baseball-related sitcom for some reason. Ooh, that'd be pretty good, actually. I'm down for a baseball-related sitcom. As long as it's, like, actually good. What we should do, this is what we should make. It's a baseball-related sitcom that functions on the same level as like Bones or CIA Miami or CSI, whatever it is, whatever the CS whatever Miami thing is, and then combine that with like Sherlock Holmes style things, and it's all about scouting opposite teams and using pseudoscience to win the league. Damn, missed it. Sherlock Holmes. But yeah, no, it'd be a baseball sitcom. But like, yeah, posed with a whole bunch of pseudoscience and analytical things on how they're going to win the big game. And we'll throw in a bunch of like fake baseball terminology to make it really, really, really sell. If anybody would like to jump in, a spot just opened up. Zephyr, it is your turn to post, I think. Unless you just posted. In which case, it's Yami's turn to post. They call her, she, her, cock Holmes. Well, we got 2 HR10s in the lobby. It'd be really cool if they posted their keys. But we'll see. Or alternatively, we could have like we could call it the All-Timer, like All-Timers is the name of the show, and it's basically just a bunch of dead baseball players all trying to play together. You say that until they post loud twice. You're not wrong. The only benefit to having to fight Lao these days is that I now understand how the fight works. So we could probably get it done relatively quickly, but you know, Shior Holmes ironically would be the most imitating private eye detective. Oh, unironically. Where's the quartz rivalry button? Oh, did I not post the take my turn? See, the second you pointed out to me is like the second I'm like, do I even want to have it in here? Fine. It might have to disappear soon though, just as a heads up. One day I will take away the quartz rivalry button forever. Or replace it with a new button. Boo. inflation is getting rough. The values have not changed. For the record. Nothing about my channel points monetization has changed. Just replace it with the Quartz rivalry as a quality of life update. I mean, it's better than people asking for Lao every time or event fatales. But, like, not by much. Ah, God, I cannot get this guy to fall out of the air. There we go. Big sis quest, please. What? Oh my God, it canceled my special with the mounting animation. That is awful, actually. Oh, events Velastrix. I'd be down for that. I see. I'd be so down to fight event Velastrix. That's not the issue. The issue is that all I've ever fought with that quest is the same 3 things, or the only quests I've ever posted are the same 3 quests. It's one of the most underrated quests in the game. It is really fun. It is really fun. Completely agree. It's difficult, but like also neat. There's some pretty decent rewards you get out of it. It's all kinds of good stuff. Man, aerial bow is so cool. But it's also, it feels so free. Every time I play aerial bow, it's like, yeah, I don't ever have to like use my brain. Turn it off, jump with the monster attacks, do the damage, mount the monster, everyone else does damage. Is great. Know my power. Oh! Ow. I'll take my free shot. Take my tail. Monster went in that direction, which is actually not too bad. I think if the monster went anywhere else, I would pick up this egg and wait for it to show back up, but I'm okay with heading over here to Area 7. Fight the monster. Woo! Brawl Meta Knight saying, "Know my power. Will forever be the rawest shit to me and lives in your soul." It's pretty great. He literally has 2 voice lines in that game, and it's know my power and fight me. They put Brawl Meta Knight in that game, and they knew what they did. And those voice lines are how we know this. What was funny is for a little while, anytime I played Melee, right? If I was playing Melee with So every once in a while, somebody would bring a copy of Melee, and they'd have it in the Japanese version of it. And by Japanese version, I mean like with the Japanese voice language and all that settings, right? And so anytime I played, I was immediately like tempted to play Fox and just taunt as often as possible, because every time you taunt, he says katakoi. And I always thought that was absolutely hilarious. Although, let's be honest. So, like, one of the most iconic taunts of all time has to be Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Every time he's ever said, like, come on, step it up! You know? Or the even more iconic, you're too slow! And then you combine that with, like, what is it? Like, taunt canceling? And then you can just, like, be the most obnoxious person in the room with, like, by spamming the voice lines. He used to play Winston in Overwatch and just spam the how embarrassing line constantly. Bound into your mouse wheel. So, okay, you know how, like, I did this thing, right? Are you familiar with how, in, what is it? In Overwatch, how, like, there's a cooldown on voice lines, so you can't, like, spam them over and over and over again. You actually have to wait for them to, like... You have to wait for, like, the cooldown to end, right? Smash Falco, hands off my prey, but interrupting it with the down smash. Yeah. Hands off my cock! But yeah, one of my favorite, like, so in Overwatch, you can't, like, spam, but there was a Torbjorn voice line that was so long that you could say it on loop over and over and over again. So you could constantly fill the screen. And it's him saying, like, you're making a chicken out of a feather. And he just does that over and over and over again. It was so nice. That's the most depressing thought I've seen someone have. I don't know. It comes and goes. Like, did you know this? My my profile is a Dat Boy reference. Just for the record. The James on the unicycle, if you look really fucking closely at it, it says, oh shit, what up? That's terrible. That was such a bad meme. It was. Or what was it? Another one was like cocks out for Harambe. All the Harambe memes. And maybe a Dat Boy reference, but James is an icon. Oh yeah, no, James is actually the best. Yep, okay. Yami's on it. What do I run? No, if you ever like watch any of the anime, like season 1, Ash is like actually probably like one of the worst characters of all time. But you know who isn't the worst character of all time in that show? James. James, like in Team Rocket season 1, is like one of the best characters of all time. Not even an adult, what the fuck? You think you're old. I am one of the oldest people around in my friend group these days. T4T Legend. No, yeah. OG Team Rocket was actually hilarious. I do still remember dial-up internet. I remember booting up my computer and listening to the beeps and the clicks growing up. And landline phones. I still have my landline number memorized, for the record, when I was a kid. Honestly, if I could, I would just change my phone number to my landline number, but oh well. We're going to get to hear the best theme in the game today, and I'm very excited about that, just for the record. I hope everyone's ready to hear the best Monster Hunter theme. And I am so mad that we didn't get a remake of it. It should have won. It should have won the theme contest. When I have kids, I want to show them Prime Pokemon. This is some random brain rotting show today. Pokemon during peak. Peak Pokemon. Well, actually, you know, Season 1 was... There were some pretty awful moments in Season 1. Like, again, I will say again, Ash Ketchum is probably one of the most insufferable 10-year-olds I've ever met. Like, I remember rewatching the show as, like, a teenager and going, like, wait, hold up. Like, he's actually so mean. He is, like, one of the meanest people I've ever, like, seen in a cartoon series. The internet really changed the game. My youngest siblings watched all the shows you grew up on. That's really funny. Although, you know, actually, so my little sister right now is watching Season 1 SpongeBob and the Powerpuff Girls. Like, the OG Powerpuff Girls. Which is, again, wild to me. Because, yeah, that's what I grew up watching as well. At least, you know, when my family was on holiday. Zephyr, I beg of you, please don't kill the best monster in this game before we get to listen to its theme for, like, one thing. OG SpongeBob will be on that list as well. Am I missing a thing? No, not really. Okay. Alles gut. You know what is actually so good? The original Scooby-Doo series. It is so funny. Oh, did I ever, like, send you that video, Lane? Of someone going, like, and analyzing each character and talking about the best iterations of them and how they would rewrite each character if they had the option to make Scooby-Doo. The animation has so much personality to it. Oh, yeah, no, it's so good. Have you seen, like, the smear frames in that show? I showed it to Joanna while we were in, not Utah, but Arizona. Several years ago, and by several I mean two years ago, and it's absolutely hysterical. But I'd be down to watch it again with you. Yeah, it is the Jello Apocalypse video where he gushes about Scooby-Doo for an hour and it's a national treasure of a video. Yep, that's the one. Or should we say, or we could call it a national treasure of a video. No, it really is just like one of the best videos of all time. Someone passionately talking about something they love. Weapon power has decreased. I think you mean increased significantly. Don't you dare touch the Great Mako. We need to listen. We need to enjoy and love the Great Mako theme for an hour. For those of you who are here for my my April Fool's Day video back in like, well, when was that? April 1st of this year? I played the Great Mako theme the entire time we were hunting that day. Why? Because it's best theme in the game. It's as simple as that. Menacing. It was pretty great. Again, I will always remember what Monster Hunter did to me when they made that video for, or they put out that contest for people to vote what they wanted a remake of in terms of like the soundtrack. And the fact that Great Mako didn't make it will always be something I will resent Capcom for. Because as you will hear in a second, it really is just the best monster theme in the whole game. Ooh, I might actually need one of those. Hold up. I don't know what for, but I might need it. If it's any consolation, Vlastrix got the shittiest remix ever. Really? Are you guys ready? Here it comes. So really, the Great Mako was spared. That's true. They would have taken out this instrument and replaced it with a kazoo or something. Who knows? What did I heal? I had such a good healing item. Best theme. When am I doing Quartz Rivalry? Right after this. Thank you for reminding me, though, because I would have forgotten. Guten Tag. I'm getting my stopwatch out. Oh, there's our attack buff. Nice. Got a quick encore going. There we go. Everyone's got them attack buffs now. I cannot believe that hit you, Zephyr, and I'm so sorry that it didn't. I hope this stamina makes it up to you. Literally the best theme in the game. Love it so much. Also, since I can communicate with Zephyr the best, Zephyr, you're going to come with me and help me out here. Solid hunt. Ooh, I'll grab a fish or two. Oh, that's so cool. Did you ever notice this? Did you know that the bobber correlates to what character you are? So Nato has the green bobber because they are the green model. I have a yellow bobber because I'm a yellow character. Zephyr would have a blue bobber in the water. See? Yami would have a red bobber. So cool. Solid hunt. I think it was pretty liquid. Nah, it was plasma. We were shredding particles, man. Stripping the electrons from the, I think that's how plasma works anyway. Right, it's my turn. What is this, a 6-star quest? All right, Zephyr, you're coming with me. We're going to get this done real fast, like. I'm going to eat for... What is it? Explorer. In fact, I'm actually going to use a gourmet voucher. Yo, rocks out. That's right. Do not forget your pickaxe. I will cry if we get there and you don't have a pickaxe. This has happened before. Tears have been shed on stream for this reason and this reason alone. Explorer doesn't work on Green Quest? That's fine. We'll RNG our way into that starting room. It'll be great. Who's ready? I'm as ready. That doesn't happen either. Oh yeah? Check this out. Then why'd I get the rare room? How did I end up here if Explorer doesn't work? Can't believe this. Lies are being spread. Because you stink. All right, so here's the strat, right? All right, Zephyr should be joining me soon. Then why'd I have the bowl, Bart? Why'd I have the bowl? All right, we wait for them to get here. That rock is going to get in the way. So, but if I pick up the quartz now, the shortest route gets cut off, and it's going to take us forever. So I'm going to wait for someone else. Why don't I wall glitch? Because I'm really bad at it. Also, apparently we're on a timer now, so like that also is playing a role in it. We're stronger men than that. All right, sick. I'm going to play this note. We're going to grab our quartz. And then we're going to hustle it. I just pray the longsword user doesn't hit us with their rock. I think I would cry. But the wall glitch is really cool. I wish somebody had smoke bombs. That would be the third strat, because Tiggy in this area is a little spooky. Oh, Tiggy's not here. Sick. We rolled high on the RNG. Do you like the rhythmic grunting of Zephyr and I as we carry these rocks? And time. How'd we do, Lane? $3:15. Yes, only wasted 3 minutes of my life. Hello, David Malarkey. Holy shit, it's been time before. New world record for sure. Sick. I guarantee we could get sub 3 on that quest. Hey, look at that. That's a slick axe. That's actually a really good item. Anyone need slick axes? All right, Nato. It is now Nato's turn. Nato, your turn. We are two burly fellas. We will move your quartz for free. No, incorrect. I will move your quartz for 500 channel points. And you must specify that that is what you want. All right, how high quality of an item is Slick Axe? Oh, it's actually rarity 4. Neat. Does that mean I can give people Slick Axes? Yes, Playhead, what would you like the new music to be? What do I want to run today? It is really funny that a quartz rivalry happens to be the source of Slick Axes. The fast one where the idols sing, I don't know what it's called. Oh, yes, that one. It goes like Proof of a Hero, Kawaii theme or whatever. Is it this one? This is the one that everyone wants anyway. Basirios. Sick. I'm gonna ruin this Basirios' life. Da, da, da. Are you thinking of the other one? I always think of the other one. This is like the fast one that the idols sing on. You missed this song? I should start playing with audio again. See, I always think about this one. I think it's this one right here. No, not that one. No, it's this one. Yeah, this is the one I always think of. If the idols are singing, this is the theme I always think of. But, oh well. Go back to the fast one. Travella is also great. I agree. Joanna does not agree, but, you know, that's okay. One Piece will win Joanna over one day. Is that a hammer, but as a guitar? What hammer is that? I know it's a hammer, but it looks like a guitar. Uh-oh. You think you're gonna buy Rivals 2? What has made you reach this decision? I am now very interested. It was so frustrating to see all the press about the first cis woman to win a major melee, first major melee tournament. The first white woman to win something. Yeah, I get that. Are you about to go start competing at majors? No, I agree. That is very odd. I was unaware that there was a tournament that was won. No, I agree. That's a little messed up. Just remind you of how weird people are when you go to tournaments as well. Yeah. I think it is a kind of funny. It's a kind of it's the wow. That's actually like so weird and terrible that they would bother to, you know, phrase it in such a way. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Oh my god, I was above the poison hitbox. That's wild. Yeah, exactly. Like every time a trans woman is on stream, the commentators misgender her or avoid talking about her entirely. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that. There's actually I haven't been to like any kind of Smash Brothers tournament in almost over a year, just because the community has always felt a little gatekept and unwelcoming. Don't eat me out of the room, please. All I want to do is finish my mount. Boo! Well, at least I finished the mount. I got what I wanted. Or I got what I said I wanted. That was a real monkey's paw right there. Real monkey paws of an outcome. You're out now, gonna go play some Splatoon 3 with the boys. That sounds like fun. I hope you have a blast. Splatoon 3 was... What? I wish I'd gotten more into it. But thank you for hanging out with us. Hope you have a wonderful evening, Loof. The pencil sniper game. What, is there like a sniper made out of, They keep adding weapons to Splatoon. I can't keep up with it. Bowser's so nasty too. I believe it. Get that off. Well, we can always play for fun too, Lane. I'm down to help you grind the game out if you still want to play it. There's a sniper based on that? That's cool. Ow. Not touching Snipe Rider again. Oh, is that what it's called? That's hilarious. Yeah, there's no way that hammer doesn't look like an electric guitar. Like, it looks like a two-toned electric guitar. Ooh, I'm at 15 health-ish. Need less snipe riders, need more crayon-eating paint rollers. I think I will come out to playing for fun. It was a good spot where just feeling motivated to grind tech out felt was really good, and I was like, oh yeah, this shit might not be worth it. Yeah, that's fair. The golden silverlose hammer, that's probably exactly what it is. When I play, I usually will play bow for like mid to long range, and then if I need to play more close quarters, I'll play one of the umbrellas. Base roller never change. That is fair. Mid to long range jumps on the monster. No. I play bow in this game for close range. In Splatoon 3. My only problem with Rivals 2 is there's no character I'm very excited about, so I'm just going to switch to DLC at some point. That is totally fair. I'm sure that there's like some character that you could like kind of jive with. Splat 3 bow is I know. I liked base rise more. I was gonna say I could see you having a lot of fun with Forest Burn. At least, you know, for the same reasons that you seem to enjoy, like, there's a lot of neat tech to learn with Forest Burn if you want to invest into, like, learning said tech. And then the other neat thing is, like, he has the potential, well, I mean, he can be very mind-gamey, which if you're, you know, trying to do that with Bowser already, it'll force you to play the player a lot if you want to. Yeah. He's got some, like, really cool ice climbery things, too. Where you can actually, if you, like, if you smoke 3 times, and then activate the clone, you can actually use the clone as a CPU character with full access to the moves. Zephyr, I do believe it is your turn to post, by the way. Guilty Gear Strive got a new playable character 2 days ago. Yeah, they added Dizzy to the game. She looks like a mid-range zoner, from what I could tell. And quite a good one at that. Holy shit. She's got, like, Wake Up Super, so she's got some really good get-off-me options, and then getting in seems like a huge pain. But they also... So this is what I read about the game and the new update, is that they said, hey, if you've been playing this game, you should probably relearn some of this game, because this update is so big that we might have changed your character in a pretty significant way, is kind of how I read it. I think they added in, like, what was it? My character, Faust, I can now hit items with dust and they have different effects, which basically means all of my items just became twice as more interactable than they used to be. Which is, again, wild and probably a little spooky. I can't wait for it. I want to stay at your house. Haven't played Guilty Gear Strive in a long time. Neither have I. It's been a hot minute. I thought they just gave Chip a rope. They might have. But it doesn't change the fact that, like, a lot of characters got a new thing again. So it's more things to, like, figure out and play around with. Also, for some reason, she has a different vocal song for her arcade ending, and it's actually Billy Joel's Piano Man. That is hilarious.
Also, very recently, I learned that I like Billy Joel. He's got a rope that lets him run across on screen, or run across the screen. That's a sentence. He got a rope that lets him run across screen on. Huh. No, Billy Joel is low-key great. And in fact, I actually had this conversation with my father. I confronted him one day. So here's the context. I was in a musical, right? Don't you guys love context? Exposition. I was in a musical, and a lot of the cast had was going out and going karaoke. I am terrible at managing group chats and things of that nature, so I never ended up going. But every time they would come back, and they would keep talking about Billy Joel. And it dawned on me that every single song that they were talking about, I'd never listened to. And so I was like, okay, I actually, just send me some, what's a good album for me to listen to? And they said, you should listen to this one. And I'm trying to remember the name of it because it eludes me at this moment. But it has, songs from an Italian restaurant, a whole bunch of just really great Billy Joel songs. The Stranger. It's called The Stranger. And so I go home that day. I listened to the entirety of The Stranger over the course of an hour while, drinking tea or whatever. Shit's great. I'm like, oh my God, it's got this kind of great piano work, guitar work, a little bit of strings, and I say to myself, I'm like, the first group I'd say I was ever obsessed with was the Beatles. How the hell have I never listened to Billy Joel growing up? And so I finally talked to my dad about it. I was like, okay, so why was Billy Joel never really played at the house? And my dad said this. He said, oh, yeah, no, Billy Joel is great, but he always seemed kind of angry because they kept calling him soft rock, which kind of irked me. So we never listened to him. It kind of irked him, I should say. So basically, America called Billy Joel soft rock. Billy Joel was not happy being called soft rock. And then my dad thought, that's kind of childish of him. I don't know if I want to listen to his music quite like that. And then I never grew up listening to Billy Joel. It's like the time I told my dad John Mayer was adult contemporary. Oh my God, it's Ruby. I can do that for you, Ruby. I am just excited to see that you're here. But yeah, no, I still laugh about that. The fact that my father was like, yeah, no, he kind of was being a baby about being called soft rock, so I never really listened to him. Yeah, I've been focusing on Pathfinder 2E. I kind of figured. I was going to say, if Ruby isn't here, Ruby's doing Pathfinder or, something else. I am so sorry, Zephyr. The greatest hammer player to ever do it. You're finding out that you love Rogue. That's awesome. Because holy fuck, the mobility is insane. Oh, interesting. So Rogue plays mobility based rather than crit based from D&D 5e? Or does it also have access to the crit stuff? I should just play Pathfinder at some point. ESP Scoundrel who faints then step. Critting is generally good. Okay. But it's not like so when I play D&D 5e, like all rogues really are known for is getting your sneak attack and then a free crit. Like that's all it was. You didn't really have the movement. You could disengage. There were options to disengage and then reapproach. But yeah. I made a mod for Guilty Gear Strive that replaces May's head with a Stalin head. It's a really complicated process. Is there lore for that joke, or is it just because you dislike fighting May? Also, what is everyone's deal with hating May? I get it. The dolphin is good. Oh, do they know? Do they know about the sleep bombing? No, they don't. Also, I did not mean to blow you up after complaining about sleep bombing, but damn. Totsugeki. I mean, yeah. I mean, again, I get it. Oh, I just reset my meter. That was bad. My brother saw the game once and said, how funny would it be to replace her head with Stalin? Amazing. That is a wild mod. Ow. You hope it still works. Can you make a mod that makes me play Bridget? If you can somehow replace the Faust model with Bridget, yeah. It's not that I don't want to play Bridget, Ruby. It's that I literally struggle so hard to do anything with that character. My brain can't comprehend what Bridget does in order, like, I can't understand her game plan at all. Man, Hyper Light Drifter is such a good soundtrack. I have a friend who collects vinyl, and recently he's gotten like some of the Studio Ghibli stuff. And that's what he likes to listen to. Maybe you have a screenshot of the mod and can share it in my Discord. Sure, but throw a spoilers tag over it. I'll be okay with that. Who posted last? Was that Yami? Who posted last, or was that you, Zephyr? I'm gonna say it was Yami. Oh, you just posted that? Okay, cool. Yami knows what's up. I see them at the quest counter. Ooh, anime. Yep. Ruby's like, I get to enjoy anime today. It would surprise me if Joanna's out rock climbing right now. Ooh, Raytheon. You just posted that? Again, thank you. What was it? I was thinking of something. What was it? Right. So I got to have this really funny experience at the coffee shop the other day. I had control over the aux, and the entire time that I'm listening, like, I put on the prog rock station, right? Progressive rock. For those of you who don't know me, I absolutely love that kind of stuff. But there was this guy who came in one day, and, you know, he's sitting. I serve him his coffee. He's sitting at the bar. We talk, like, every time he comes in for a little while. And, you know, I'm kind of working back and forth. About 15 minutes pass after he walks in. 3 songs have played. And so by the time that the 4th song comes on, he's like, man, this, like, you know, the music selection today is, like, really on it for me. Like, I'm digging everything. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, King Crimson rocks. And he goes, do you know who this is? And I'm like, yeah, King Crimson. And he was so taken aback at the fact that I knew who King Crimson was. Like, he did a double take. It was honestly hysterical. Like, he was so confident that I would have no clue who we were listening to. And then, like, you know, 5 minutes pass. We have this conversation for a little while. I'm talking about Adrian Belew and King Crimson and Steve Vai and all this stuff. And he's like, man, I am really loving this conversation today. But I still laugh at the fact that he was like, you know who this is? And I'm like, yeah. This band I've been listening to for ages. I had that moment when somebody was playing the Gil Evans, Miles Davis, Porgy and Bess. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, like, yeah, I'm a classical music major. I'm familiar with, you know, what's considered one of the first, you know, differential, like, or biggest, like, musically different things that separates opera and musical theater. Ow. Let me roll to get rid of the poison. It might take 6 rolls, but I'm down to spend that stamina, then put my weapon away. Alright, that'll go away in a couple of seconds here. Oh. Maybe poison's one of those few statuses that doesn't just go away after a while. That's alright. I'll deal with being poisoned for a while. If it means I get to keep on swinging. But yeah, no, it's always funny to me when people assume that... well, I'm sure he has the same experience I do, which is like, there's not a lot of people who seem to listen to that style of music, it would seem, at least, you know, in the context of people that you just kind of bump into and start talking about music with. Like, that's always one of my first questions, like, oh yeah, what kind of music are you into? And I always get basically the same answer. It's like, I'll kind of just listen to anything, you know? There's not any, like, one particular thing. Oh, except country or rap. Like, that's basically the answers I get every single time I ask anybody about music these days. So I'm sure he was enjoying that conversation, since he and I could name a couple of artists and just immediately know who and what we were talking about. Is that a mount? It is a mount. Sick mount. Oh. Ooh. Get him. Actually, there was something I was listening today that was really good and outside of my wheelhouse a little bit. It was called September by a group called the Sparky Deathcaps, I want to say. Or Sparky Deathcaps. Or Sparky Deathcap, maybe singular. I was really loving it. All right, so here's the question. Was Zephyr paying more attention to the monster than I was? It is now forever in your art and stuff channel. Cool. I would genuinely like a list of interesting country artists, because the only one I've ever liked is Sturgill Simpson. I guarantee that, like, this is kind of how I exist, which is to say, like, to hate a whole genre is a lot. There is so much, there are so many artists, and a genre is such a weird and moving target of a thing that for you to say that, you know, it's like, I hate every country artist. It's like, okay, but, like, I also like The Devil Went Down to Georgia as a song, which could be argued as country. So, like, you know, it's not easy to just say that, you know, I hate a whole genre when I haven't listened to everything in said genre. Easiest way to find good country music is to listen to stuff that came out before 9/11. Very true. Oh, something happened there. Weird. And that's what I have heard that, Lane. You can like a genre, or you can like a song but hate a genre. I mean, again, I think it's difficult to say that you hate all country music. It's like, but you don't. You can say that there's only a few country pieces of music I like, but that doesn't mean that I hate all country music. Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, even, like, hating a whole artist sometimes, like, I don't know. I definitely have found a number of artists where I really like one or two pieces of theirs, and then, like, maybe dislike, I don't know, the rest of their discography for some reason. There's a prog group called Brand X, and I really love their album called Unorthodox Behavior. Like, the entire album's so good. And then I listened to some of their other stuff, and it was not as good to something I liked. All right, this time I'm following the monster. This time I know where he went. Ish. Actually, no, it was limping, so it's definitely going up here to sleep. I'm not that big into rap, especially because of all the new artists just putting out anything to get clicks and a quick follow. But then there are artists like Kendrick Lamar. Well, I'm like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of good rap, too. You just kind of got to take the time to explore and listen. I really want to believe in that country music can be good, but everything I've ever heard is truck, beer truck, girls, truck, boots, truck, got a woman in my beer and a beer in my truck. Yeah, I mean, that is true. Lane is the correct person to talk to if you're looking for good artists that are things that just not that. Yeah. I'm sure Lane can give you a couple of decent recs here. If that's something that you're interested in. sick. The power of sleep bombing. The power of sleep bombing compels you. And see, that's another thing, is like a lot of people will listen to music and not listen to the words or the content of the music. They'll listen to, you know, oh, well, you know, I really like that riff or the solos or what, you know, whatever, which is, you know, something to enjoy about music for sure. But usually if artists have songs, there's a reason, or have lyrics in their music, it's for a reason. Other than, you know, hey, I'm a singer and I have a good voice, so I'm just going to put some words here so I can sing something. Because there are artists who do that too. Or at least it feels like that they do. Do I still have that HR10 in my lobby? I do, but we do have an open spot if you would like to join us still. Rogue at level 5 has 60 feet of movement speed and can sudden charge, letting me stride twice for the 120 feet attack. That is crazy. I'm sick of doing ISO vaults, so I'm going to jump in. Sick. Get in here. Lobby ID is in the top right, as always. Zephyr, it's your turn to post if you would like. And I'll hold that spot for you. So I actually found out that I don't think I like chaos oil on this set. I just don't think it's necessary. Especially since we're sharpening all the time. And then, like, yeah, it's obviously nice to have, but it's not necessary. Yo! Oh my god. Elyami. Is that it? Did I get it right? Welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. That means a ton. How are you doing today? I hope you are having a wonderful afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is for you. My name is Babotosh. Ooh, this should be fun. Good old berry off. I don't believe we've met. My name is Babotosh. I stream MHGU on a pretty regular basis. We might do some Lethal Company tonight. I don't know. We'll find out. And then, yeah, no, I just like playing games. We are currently playing through some Mario and Luigi Superstar right now. And I don't know, do Mario Kart every once in a while. Things like that. But mostly we just hang in here, we chat, we talk about life and games and all of that good stuff. No, yeah, I do agree. The nice thing about Chaos Oil is it does give you the free 60% affinity. But, like, here's the thing. I feel like I actually benefit more from having full invincibility, you know, like a fully invincible move, than I do with the extra 60% damage. Or, like, 60% chance to crit. Like, yeah. What style am I using? I believe I'm using an alchemy. You know, that's a good question. Where is the rant? That should be on here. Oh, you know, I probably turned it off for something. Oh, probably, there we go. It's back up. Thank you. I probably had rant turned off for, what was it? There was a good reason. I was playing Lethal Company. I can't rant while playing Lethal Company. I should try out Valor. It's really fun just to hop around the monster all the time. I have tried out Valor. The reason I'm using Alchemy though is because this is a trump card set. So I use Alchemy Whetstones to boost how quickly I can build up special. And then it also has item use up. I can show you the set real quick. Speed Sharpening, Trump Card, Composed, Longer SP, Trap Master, and Elementally. Yeah, just good stuff overall. Thoughts on the election? It is very stressful because it really is a... I'm not too happy with either of the candidates. Oh, recommended... oh, that's my bad. Let's jump back and we'll come back and grab you. Sorry about that. Yeah, the election is a lose-lose, unfortunately. But, you know, it's also one of those things where people should still vote, even if it is, like... I am happy that Kamala is, you know, at least willing to try and put back in place like women's reproductive rights, but like, damn, like we need something more than that. Zephyr, do you have anything else that you can post? She has said worse things about trans people than Trump. I know, it's super fucked up. The whole thing is so freaky. That's my thoughts on it. People are going to get hurt after this election, be it retaliating over who gets put in, or policies that are going to get put in place for making it harder for people to exist. But yeah, it's not great. It's actually really bad. I am very concerned about this current election cycle in the U.S. Let me be specific. If you're not in the U.S., then maybe this is less pertaining to you on a individually, but it is pretty terrifying. Yeah. See, that's the issue, Ruby. Not all doctors do, and a lot of doctors don't. It was a very cop-out answer. Which there shouldn't be a cop-out answer to a question of do you support, like, people's rights. I wonder how people can vote for a convicted felon. I wonder that too. Again, the whole election cycle is really freaky, and it's quite worrisome for the future of the place I live in. Ow. The Belonga. How dare you? Make an alchemy whetstone, go back in, do some more damage. Actually, I should have that whetstone being used right now. This fight's not going to last that long. I don't need to make more of them. At least not more than one at a time. Should only make slick if I really need, like, more than once. Damn. It shows how divided the U.S. is, and also shows, like, here's what I think it does really well, is it really showcases how divided the U.S. is, and also, like, how disconnected those who are running for government are from those of us who have to live in this state being monitored by them. That's the big thing. Because, like, there is such a large disconnect between what people need and what the government thinks we need. And that is so messed up. Yep, that is also true. Both of them support Israel in a way that, like, and if you guys haven't been following modern politics, basically, Israel is killing a lot of people. And we are supplying weapons to them because it benefits us in some sort of way, monetarily, which means that we are benefiting from the lives of those being, or are benefiting from people's lives being lost. That's 2 bombs. Sick. Sword Dance did its job. Good shit. 3 paras on this short HUD. Indeed. Fantastic work. No, but yeah, there's, again, like, the U.S. is in a really, really bad place. I had a 2-hour-long conversation with some people that I bumped into at the coffee shop who were from Palestine. No, sorry, not Palestine, Pakistan. And yeah, they were like, yeah, we are, you know, we're not from the U.S. or Pakistan. We're like, you know, just kind of familiarizing ourselves with America's customs and things like that. And, you know, we had some conversations about, like, how coffee shops function in Pakistan versus where we're at now. And yeah, it's been rough. I hope so too. We should run Phelan and Mink's dual blades for max para. It'd be funny, but we'd also do almost no damage. And I guarantee not everyone has the parts to make a Feline and Mink's dual blade set, because that is a grind. I've got the sword and shield version, and that was a grind. Some good tea. Some very good tea. I do like this set a lot, though. I spoke to a guy from Libya who left because Obama bombed the country so much that he had to leave, and was like, well, I'm glad I'm not in danger of being blown up anymore, but living in America is so sad because all I do is work and go home and sleep. Yep, that is the current life of every person I know. For the record, this is how my life has been. It's been go to work, go to rehearsal because I want to have a hobby, stream maybe twice a week if I'm lucky, and try and feed myself. Oh, and school. I work 30 hours a week. I've been going to rehearsals for probably anywhere from like 9 to 12 hours a week, and it's going to go up this week. It's going to be quite insane. I feel like that's the whole pitch on America. It sucks, but at least you're not the target of our bombs. Yeah. And I know a lot of people come here and they don't want to, talk politics. I get that. And you're more than welcome to choose not to opt into the conversation. Or we can talk about Monster Hunter and I'll, diverge every once in a while. Only took me 1 or 2 hours to get. All you need to know is where the stuff is. Yeah, but it still takes forever. That's still 1 or 2 hours of gameplay to get a weapon set. Which again, is good. Don't get me wrong. But it does take time. But I do think it's important for us to be able to have these conversations and talk about this kind of stuff for, the fact that it can, we are talking about what is our very real future. Not a cult. What the fuck does the strong button do in Rivals? Does it have any macros? You can fish the fish. Oh, that's right. Thank you. Where my frogs at? Where my smoke bombs at? Need 1 smoke, and then I need 1 frog. I actually don't need these books of combos. It is all very good to practice civil conversation. Yeah, no, exactly. Are there air strongs? Yes, Raster has air strongs. And so will one of the new characters in Rivals 2. But if you're not playing those 2 characters, then you probably don't need to use air strongs, so you don't need a macro. You can just do tap smash, essentially. Which, goddamn, has been made really hard. Yeah, no, it has. It is next to impossible to have a civil conversation about politics without it blowing up. That was actually one of the things I forgot to mention to the guys who were from Pakistan, which was like, hey, if you try to have conversations like this with everyone, that could go very poorly, just as a heads up. Where the hell is this monster at again? I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's right. It's in the ice cave. Fastest way there for me is to jump down the well. And a lot of, if you do get into a political conversation where you do get the chance to speak, because that's my issue whenever I have conversations with any large group of people, is that I literally don't get an opportunity to say a word. Yeah, just good luck. It can be weaponized too, because it's a weird both-way street. People have to be willing to listen. And if people confuse listening with agreeing, I would say. People will say you're being uncivil if you don't agree with me, and it's like, no, because it's not about the agreement. It's about the stopping listening and also not letting not seeing me as no longer human because we don't agree on it. Like, if you're racist and everyone is mad at you for being racist, then you could call that people not being civil. Right. No, that is true. I know. At the end of the day, like, here's the thing. We're all going to lose this campaign. We're not there. There's not going to be a winner unless neither person gets elected. But I do feel like we are nearing the ends of our days for for the current systems we have in place. All the yuppies, yep. The people who have the money to benefit from this campaign. You're right. There will be winners. It will not be a majority of Americans. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Wasn't it George Washington who said, do not do a two-party system? He was like, hey, you know what? This is a really bad idea. Damn. We absolutely smoked this thing. Did not stand a chance. This was not a solid fight. We smoked it. It was a gas. That was a double entendre, by the way, for those of you guys who didn't notice. Well, I guess not, because smoke isn't technically a gas. So, maybe steamed would have been better. Hard to say. I remember there being a third fairly popular candidate. I wonder what happened to him. His name was Robert F. Kennedy. All right. Was that Yami who put... No, that was play, right? I think it's Zephyr's turn. Honestly, chat is doing a much better job of knowing whose turn is next than I am. Liberal democracies are just broken. Having more parties doesn't really solve the problem of liberal democracies. Yeah. I think it got completely overshadowed after the attempted assassination on Trump. India has like 5 major parties, and they still have huge fascist problems. That was Yami's quest? All right. Then it is your turn to post play. If you have something that you want to post, if you want to skip, just type in skip. Although I guess we're all in chat. Like, I'm talking to everyone. Okay. I think it's time for me to have my fun, you know? I'm going to play the game for me. Unless you're down for the 5G instead. I'm down for whatever. Although I don't even know if they can do the 5G quest. But yeah, if you want to post it and they can join, go for it. Oh, it is HR 13? That's what I thought. Pass. All right, Yami. It is your turn. I think it's really funny how multiple radical centralists have tried to kill Trump and nobody cares. It's a pretty wild time in the U.S. and not in a good way. And I do not have high hopes for the future. I have high hopes that I have high expectations, I should say, that things are going to get so bad that things will change, and it's not going to be because it's going to be done in a civilized way. That is not me trying to incite the revolution. It is more of like a my approximation based on a general trend. Unfortunately. I had this conversation with my grandfather. He was very disappointed that my answer was, yeah, I see civil war in the next 10 years. Although, honestly, we're kind of already there in many ways. But back to Monster Hunter, I'm running my Alchemy Heavy Bowgun set. And it's going to be a great time for me. I almost never run this set because it's not very interesting to watch. It's interesting to see how I position and how I dodge. Oh yeah, what would you like to see me play, David Malarkey? Aerial Charge Blade is pretty cool. I can make that happen for you. I don't know why I'm dodging there. What is going on in my head that makes me think dodging in that situation is particularly good? Sure, we can run some force bullets. Why not? Do I have to be closer? No. Do I have to be? I have to be taller, I guess. There we go. I think. Trying to figure out where my where my critical area is. I can't seem to hit it. I'm doing something weird. Ow. Oh, wow, he missed. Sick. The recoil saved me. Hate longsword. Yeah, it can be a little problematic on the small monsters. Did I see that longsword got a ranged attack in Wilds? What? No. That's hilarious, though, if that's true. That doesn't even sound real to me. Possibly true. Well, now it sounds less true. Ooh, max combine. You didn't watch the clip in depth. I don't know if you saw the clips from my playthrough, but holy shit. I played that game on low settings, and man, I was fighting polygons like nobody's business. I couldn't even get it to look half as good as GU. That's my window. Nice. Appreciate the stun there. Made my life easy getting that shot. The Ray Dow fight was beautiful. We didn't even succeed. I died. That's okay. Well, we didn't succeed in hunting. We succeeded in streaming. So it was an experience and a half. If you can customize the graphics on console, this will be the best game in ages. I know, Lane was like, if the game doesn't look exactly like this, it's not going to be worth it. I just wish I could play with the shitty settings and higher frame rate. The frame rate was pretty rough for me. Origami monsters in 4K textures. Again, I'm sure that the final game will be far more optimized, so it'll just run smoothly. But, like, man, that was brutal. I have almost no interest in even reopening the game at this point after that experience. I was like, yeah, it was a blast. But in a kind of hilarious and terrible way. It was a very old build, so likely. Yeah. Well, I always think about, like, I look forward to streaming it, though. You know, it's gonna, like, the fact that I had as much fun as I did with as shitty as the game was, like, in the condition that the game was in, it's gonna be a good time. But I do hope that, I don't get to fight the same camo triangle over and over and over again with different moves. Or, you know, different variations of turds with hair. Because that's all I fought yesterday was, like, 2 different kinds of turds and a giant polygon mess. Do I have the Sleep Longsword? What, for Malfestio? I'm sure I could have it. I've got a Sleep Longsword. Maybe not the Sleep Longsword. Yeah, I could make that in no time at all, but I also have a different longsword I could use. I was thinking about maybe buying a PS5 for stream purposes, just for that game. So tired of games needing to have higher graphics and frame rates. It's getting such a hassle just to get things to run when you don't have the most next-gen whatever piler of trash that'll be obsolete in another 3 years. I hear that. Oh, I do have the Hyper Nacilla longsword. Yeah. I actually do own that one. Although I do believe I owe someone some aerial charge blades, so that's got to be prioritized. Sorry, I did say Elder Frost was actually probably the best weapon for this. Playhead, it is your turn. Oh, you don't. Once we hit the point of needing to stream textures and junk, like, COD's doing, I think that's where we should hit the brakes. Let's do Nursilla real quick so you can... Yeah, it's your turn to post. Feel free to play ahead. We can hunt down a Nursilla for you. Me and my unfinished set with 2 useful skills. Nice. Well, 1 useful skill. One of the skills is truly useful. And it is just my talisman. I could swap that out real quick. Sure, I could throw like something on here that's got something of use. Skills. Sort by skills. Throw biology on there real quick. Like, basically looking for anything with a 10. There's a reason why I keep plus 10 jewels around. Water res, crystal beard. That's a 10. Dragon attack is useless. Surely I have an ice attack jewel. No, that's the highest ice attack. Fire attack, water attack, thunder attack, ice attack. Sick. Got a handful. I got a plus 13 ice attack. I don't have any hunting arts. Let me fix that. Nope, that's not right. Don't put Limit Breaker. Energy Blade. Did I eat? We'll find out. Limit Breaker is good for aerial. It's good, but it's not great. I would prefer to have like an actual proper super that I can utilize, which in this case I can basically pop. I can pop Energy Sword pretty often because of the amount of like burst damage I'm doing, so it shouldn't be too hard to fill up that meter. I did not eat. That's fine. I'll manage. Like Limit Breaker's great. Don't get me wrong. Having more files and just like getting to spam the ultra whatever on it over and over and over again, great. But yeah, I'd much prefer to have some sort of even higher damaging move that utilizes all my files, which I don't really have access to unless I'm landed and I have to manually do the thing. So I don't know. I'll keep my cycle just a little bit tighter. Ow. Or not my cycle, but my loop. My gameplay loop just a little bit tighter. Get down here, Mr. Spider. Ow. Are you kidding me? I'm going to have to heal this off. Oh, never mind. I shouldn't have healed that off. Sick. Good mount, good mount, good mount. That was an easy subquest. Is it already leaving the area? That's insane. We are doing some gigantic damage to this monster. I was going to say, it's not even the hyper version, but that's right. We can't actually do any of the hyper quests. God dang it. Making us chase it down. Good stuff. Not a bad quest at all. The only terrible thing I did here was getting poisoned at the very beginning. Oh man, somebody posted a meme in my general or in the Discord earlier today of like someone trying to sleep bomb a monster with the new rolling barrel technique. That's hilarious. That's right, we got bomb bowling now. It's gonna be great. But yeah, they like basically chased the bomb down and it just like blew up after they rolled it away and missed the monster entirely. Still doesn't beat the tried and true greatsword. Oh yeah, no. Sleep bombing with greatsword, best. Absolutely the best. Hope we can craft it so we can go duo fully max sleeping. Sure, I'm down. At least I should have that long sword. Now I gotta double check. I've only got like 2 long swords. The chemicals in my head are at max when I hit it. No, that's not it. If I were gonna run a set for it, it would be the Sleep Bomb Gun Lance set, which is unlabeled. That's right. I don't label things. Gotta remind myself of that. And then the Nursilla, it would be this thing right here. And then honestly, I've been really loving Adept. Is this actually a max upgrade? Damn. This is a bad weapon. All right, Zephyr, I do believe it is your turn to post now. Man, that's right. I am completely out of dung bombs. Surely I have something that I can now make into dung bombs. Nope. Oh, wait. Oh, I actually just need bomb casings. I actually just need stone. All right, Yami. It is now Yami's turn. Ooh, it was so gray outside. I legitimately thought it was about to storm. It might, actually. I haven't checked the weather, but I don't think so. I think it's just supposed to be cold. 41 sleep is crazy. And you're running crit status? What am I running? Yeah, about the same. Yeah, Yami's just going to keep swinging. I can feel that. I do feel bad for Zephyr. This is 3 long swords all swinging on a... Woo! On a pretty large monster here. Damn, I keep fucking up. Yeah, we're not going to get the chance to bomb. I don't think Yami... Yami, are you familiar with sleep bombing by chance? So there's a neat mechanic in this game where if a monster's asleep, you can actually bomb it, and or like the first hit will actually do like 4 times the amount of damage. So what people will do is they'll put the monster to sleep and then lay down a bunch of bombs and get like quadruple damage on one very, very strong hit. So if the monster goes to sleep, it's a good idea to stop swinging just to lay down some bombs and blow it up. So in this case, I'll set a bomb here, set a bomb here. Play will set down a couple bombs. Yeah, there we go. See, that's the strat. All right, somebody kick him. There we go. The trap went down. We were successful. Ooh, that was a good hit. All right, I can sharpen here. It's not targeting me. Sick. Good shit. No backswing. Damn. I really tried for it. There we go. Backswing. What a good hunt. Are you happy with your sleeping? Forcefully, there was just so much sleep being thrown around. Was it only 3 sleeps? I thought it was 4. How is the experience for you, Zephyr? Or Zypher? Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Zypher. I think we did one at the very beginning and was woken up quite quickly. Cool hunts. 6 sleep bombing. Very, very happy with that hunt. Whoop. Just use the long swords to trigger adept dodges. Hell yes. See, that's the kind of gameplay I like to see. There's the maximize the spins. Ooh, is that a 10? No, it wasn't. Okay. Well, like, it's cool when you run adept against, like, things that can proc your adept. And that includes the monster, but it also includes your teammates. So if, like, you know that somebody's, like, just throwing out moves, you can actually use them to proc crazy things. Like, my brother and we used to sleep bomb, but he would counter the sleep bomb with, like, the longsword parry and then do massive amounts of damage off of, like, that, like, first hit. And it was because, yeah, I would do sleep bombing longsword stuff. And then also when I played Gunlance, he would counter my own explosions and get more procs off. So he would play against me using Gunlance. Or heavy bowgun. Like, he would dash through, like, my line of Pierce and then, like, proc things off of that. It was sick. Play, I do believe it is your turn if you want to post something. And this will probably be my last hunt for the evening. We'll go raid someone. If I do stream again, I'll post in the Discord that I'm live or whatever. Or you guys will get a notification if you follow me on Twitch. Skip your turn. Zephyr, do you have anything that you would like to post? I feel incredible when I trigger the adept dodge with a sleep dodge, and I'm like, I miss the other 90%. I'm like, wow, I'm the biggest dumbass in the history of big dumbasses. That is a classic. It's a sick coordinating move, but at the same time, yeah, if you just mess up, it's like, wow, I just dashed into my teammate, like, who's been purposely avoiding me this whole time. And then, like, I just dropped the ball on everything. Ooh, an Astralos. This will be great, actually. I love fighting this monster. Or do I go full damage? I never run full damage. Da, 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 da. This song always brings up my spirits. That's a cool gun. So, okay, here's my question. Does the arm cannon for Samus actually, like, have, like, ice and plasma shots? Like, are thunder and ice, like, it's two... not crouching fire, but like, whatever it is. I'm here at long last. Yo, Mon Mutsu Master. How's it going? You actually came just in time for the last hunt. After this, I think I am done for the evening. At least done with Monster Hunter. I might play some Lethal Company later if I have a group for it. But if not, then I'll, you know. opt to stream another day. Don't know when yet, but another day. I know. I'm so sorry. There will be more streams, especially like now that So this is my last, like, my show is just about to start doing its last couple of weeks of, like, we open this week, which means that we've only got 2 more weeks worth of shows, and then once I'm done with my musical, I will have a lot more free time. So I'll be streaming a lot more in the evenings or, you know, after school, and basically whenever I was rehearsing is going to turn into days where I'm going to be doing streams. So that means more Monster Hunter, more Mario and Luigi, doubly more Mario and Luigi if we get the chance to play the new game at all. Saw me pop up on the Swatch. So my are you in the Discord by chance? Or are you following me on Twitch? Because you'll get Twitch notifications when I go live from Twitch if you have like Twitch on your mobile. And you follow me, or if you're in the Discord, I will actually post the day of when I'm streaming, so you'll know if I'm streaming or not. You don't know the Discord? I'll get you in there real quick. Or no, yeah, you got it. You're on it today. Sick damage. Ow. That's fine. I'll do one of these. Pop one of these. Yes, big damage. Come on. Just keep positioning well. Sick. GG's. Very good hunt. God, I love heavy bowgun. It is such a cool weapon. A delicious Astralos shake. Yeah, no, thanks for getting hunting with us. I'm sorry we didn't end up getting to do any of the big EX stuff, but we'll definitely do some stuff in the future. Absolutely. I know, they got put in the gunner blend. But let us see who is live today. We can go find someone to raid, hopefully. But yeah, that is an open invite for anybody who wants to join the Discord, by the way. You're more than welcome to click that link, and it will take you straight there. Let's see. Interesting. I don't actually know a whole lot of people who are currently streaming. I see... Cake, please. How do you guys feel about joining a Monster Hunter Wild stream? I mean... Oh, wait, no, actually, Drake is streaming. Holy shit, no, we're raiding Drake. Drake is sick. So for those of you who know, Drake is actually a pretty regular viewer here. They started streaming recently, and they are currently playing Monster Hunter Frontiers. So if you guys like my content, definitely go check them out because they are great. And that's who we'll be rating shortly after the stream. But again, everyone who came by, thank you so much. It has been a pleasure getting to stream for you all. I do hope to continue doing this a little bit more regularly now that, you know, life is good. But until then, Good night. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll catch you later.